Dr. Christy Ennis. Welcome to Follow Me Friday, where motion is lotion for our whole bodies. We're going to get invigorated today with a little strength and a little stretch thrown in there at the same time. So this is great to do at any time to burn a little calories and get a little looser right at home. We are lying down, yay, for the first part of this, actually for most of this. So on the floor or in your bed even. You don't even have to get out of bed and still exercise. So making sure that you gently pull those abdominal muscles in so that you're supporting your back. You're gonna bring those legs up. Ideally, you're gonna straighten them out as much as you can. And that's okay if there's a bend here too, right? So we're stretching out those hamstrings. I'm gonna grab behind one leg and give a little pull in as the other one drops. And then we're switching and alternating here. So working the abs as I'm dropping down that leg and stretching out the hamstring as I pull that leg in. And again, remember, if you need to have a lot of bend in your knee, that's okay too, right? Just go with what feels comfortable for your body, but so that you do feel at least a little bit of a stretch. Not a super powerful one, just a nice, gentle one. We're gonna do a few more here on each side. And if you guys want live videos and a whole on-demand library and even Q&A, check out my membership at drchristyennis.com, which I'll link for you guys too. If you don't want more of me, then don't look at that. We're gonna do one more on each side. I sometimes feel like I could just stay here for at least a little bit. Okay, from here, legs are gonna bend. You can put your arms out to the side if it's comfortable, or just leave them right in. You want about a 90-degree angle, both at the shins and the hips. As I'm going to bring my knees over to the side, I'm only gonna go over as far as I can without lifting the shoulder blade up. So for me, it's about right there. Inhale in the middle, and then exhale to the other side. We're gonna get 10 total. TT, so there's 3. Don't hold your breath here. 4, and again, don't let that shoulder blade pop up. 5, 6, make sure you're not blooping or pushing out those abs either. That's an easy one to do. 7, 8, 9, and one more is 10. I'm gonna bring my legs down. I'm gonna cross one over, and if it doesn't cross all the way, that's okay. Even if it just crosses a little, that's where you'll stay. I'm gonna bring my hands behind my head, and I'm gonna add that little lift of a crunch. So stretching out the hip, working those abs a little bit more. 10 for each side. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. These can help with digestion a little bit too, woohoo. 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm gonna take it a little bit further. So now I'm gonna bring my legs all the way over and we're just gonna get 5 like this. Working those obliques a little bit more, and obviously a little bit more of a deeper stretch here. So we'll do both of these on each side. That's 3. Try not to yank your head here, right? 4 and 5. Switching sides, starting straight up. I feel like we're doing the can a little bit here. And we're gonna go for 10. There's 1, 2, notice I'm not lifting super high. I'm lifting high enough so that my abs are activating, but I'm not yanking on the spine. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more like this, and then all the way over if you can, 9 and 10. Okay. Oh, again, sometimes I just want to stay here. I won't. 1, 2, if you're doing this at home though, you can. 3, 4, last one, 5. Awesome. Okay, heels are gonna go together. If you guys follow me at all, you know I love this exercise, a frog bridge, knees open, toes open. We're gonna lift those hips up, squeeze those buns at the top. So we're really opening up the hip joint here while working those hamstrings and those glutes and those quads a little bit too. You wanna lift as high as you can here without arching through any part of the spine. So that's the lower spine and even that rib cage too. And try not to, right, strain for dear life with your neck. Sometimes we forget about the other body parts when we're focusing so much on one, right? We're gonna do 5 more like this. And again, all of these that we're doing right now, very good for digestion. We will do a couple standing too to kind of end it up. Not there yet. We're gonna get 2 more like this. One more. Okay, I'm gonna come up into a seated position. We've only got 1 in this seated position. You're gonna bring your feet nice and wide apart. Hands are gonna support in back of you. You can bring those fingers this way, or I actually like to turn them out a little to help support my shoulder a little. You'll see in a minute why. But I'm gonna bring my knees over to one side. Ooh, opening up the hip rotators now. Back to the other side. And then if you wanna get fancy and make it a little harder, work those arms a little bit more and open that chest, you're gonna lift up. Please feel free not to do that part if it doesn't feel good, right? Like I said, these are all supposed to be easy, and if that doesn't feel easy, don't do it, right? I'm going to because right now it does just feel so darn good on opening up those shoulders. Even if it means that maybe you just lift a little bit, that's okay too. And if you don't lift at all, like I said, that's fine. So if you maybe can just get whoop here and come back down, you're still working. Even if you don't do that, you're still working, right? Here we go, lift it. I'm gonna do 1 more to each side, and then we're going on to our hands and knees for an exercise. 2 exercises, actually. Okay. Switch it up. We're gonna go start off in a child's pose, so you can either bring your knees wide or keep them close together, whatever feels better for you. I'm gonna go a little wide. I'm gonna shift my butt back. Again, you go down as far as you can. It's okay if your butt doesn't touch your heels. From here, we're gonna rock it forward. Now you can either stay here or you can add that little push-up in. Either way, even if you don't add that push-up in, you're still working those arms and working those abs to bring you forward. So that's 2, we're gonna get 10 like this. 3, 4, and if the push-up feels good for a few of them, but not all of them, that's okay too. Challenge yourself a little bit, but make sure you're not hurting yourself, right? We've got 2 more like this. Yay. Okay, and then I am gonna bring my knees and really make sure they're facing nice and forward this time, not bringing my butt back, but I'm gonna stretch those arms way out. So now I'm stretching, deeper stretch into those lats, into that chest. If you can rest your forehead, do it. If not, that's okay. And then I'm gonna come all the way forward this time so that my pelvis is coming down towards the ground and I'm arching a little bit. Now, if you need to move your hand position at all to make this more comfortable, that's fine, right? If you need to come back a little bit, that's okay to do that. And also, if it doesn't feel good for you to do that press so that you're extending into that spine, that's okay too. Maybe just stop right here. So you're getting a little bit of extension, but not a full extension. And you'll notice that my body doesn't bend that way all that well, right? We all have our limitations. What can I say? We're gonna get 1 more like this, and then we're going up into standing to finish things off. Last one. Awesome, okay, let's make our way up to standing. Ending with a couple standing ones to open our hips up a little more and our spine. So I'm gonna turn 1 foot out, the other foot stays parallel. I sometimes forget what that word is. I'm gonna bend that front knee. I'm gonna slide this back arm up, top arm goes up. We're just gonna do 3 on each side here. This is very yoga-like. And it's cool. I like to blend. I like to blend a bunch of stuff. My stuff, yoga stuff, Pilates stuff. 1 more on this side. And then we're actually gonna switch it up before we go to the other side. Both feet pointed forward. I'm gonna bring my hands into the center and I'm gonna shift into the side, add a little rotation as much as is comfortable for your body, right? There's a theme here. We're gonna do 3 on each side again. That's 2. If you want to, you can extend and make it a little bigger of a rotation, but of course, listening to your body. 1 more, and then we're gonna get that other side. So now this leg is gonna, or this foot will turn out, this back leg stays straight, knee bends, hand goes, slides down, lift up, again, so this is the 3rd one I could just stay in, and then switch it. If it doesn't feel good to bring your arm overhead, leave it like that. Really try to make sure as you're doing this that you're not twisting forward. Again, best you can, and it's okay if you need to modify that too. But last one, and then you should be feeling hopefully darn good.